Hello, and we are once again live with sound advice on another one of Jimbo's 2 o'clock guitar thingy bob, what do we call it? And today we're going to have a look at a slightly more advanced song, a little bit on the advanced side, and then a nice easy song too. So a little bit of a mixture. If you're more of an advanced player, then you'll like to do part one, and then part two of this session is going to be something a little bit easier, so everybody can join in. All right, we're going to recap on a little bit of rock stuff, and we're going to be working with a little riff and looking how we can develop this riff and make it sound even more rockier than Rocky Man McRock, the rockiest man ever. That Rocky. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to pick a E fifth chord, and the E fifth chord is our index finger. It's going to go on string 5 at fret 2. Here we go. All you're going to do, you're going to play strings 5 and 6. I've got my trusty plectrum. I'm going to kind of chug downwards, like just. I call rock music da-da-da music, not because it's daft or it's just a da-da-da-da. That's the rhythm it makes. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so I'm playing strings 5 and 4. Sorry, 5 and 6. Then I'm going to add something whilst I'm still playing. My second finger is going to go on string 6 at fret 3. It's going to do this. Down and off. Down and off. Down and off. So if you're an advanced player, you might have come across this before. You might not have done rock before. You might have just done strumming chords and stuff. Or if you're a beginning rock player, it's a nice little riff to do. I'm going to move on to different chords in a minute. And also, I'm doing what's called the right hand mute, which is just resting my hand on this bit of the hand on the strings of the guitar. Just where the bridge area, that's the bridge, just here. Where the pegs go into the guitar. The pegs are what hold your strings on. So if your pegs come out, then all your strings fall off. So I'm just resting my hand there, and instead of getting this sound, you get this sound. And that's really strongly connected with rock music. So I'm using finger 1, string 5, fret 2, and we're going to just chug down on our top 2 strings. Down, 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 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger down at fret 3. So you got a little rock thing going here. Now what I'm going to do is move over to strings 5 and 4 and do exactly the same. So I'm playing, I move my index over to string 4, and I'm playing strings 5 and 4. So it's just everything's moved down one string. You get that a lot in rock music. You find just move over one string, and it works. So, and I'm still chugging, still got my mute on, and my fingers going down, not on string 6 fret 3, but string 5 fret 3. Now I'm going to move back to where I started. I'm going to develop this in a minute. Some of the best songs ever written just had a few chords in them. A lot of rock players, they'd say, yeah, this goes like this. And people say, why did you use that chord? And some of the young rock players, maybe the first song the band ever wrote, they say, well, we use those chords because they were the only chords that we knew. But they have this idea in their head to do something brilliant with those chords and write a song. But sometimes it was the only chords they knew. They didn't know anything else, but they had enough about them to put those chords into a song, use that chord or that riff, and make something brilliant. So there you go. That's a basic rock riff. Let's run through it one more time. If you've got your guitar in your hand, then fantastic. If you've got your bagpipes in your hand, you might want to sit this one out. All right, so string 1, string 5, fret 2, after 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger down again. Don't have to put your finger down if you don't want it. Move over. Back. Let's look at developing it now. Let's move it a step further. What we're going to do now, instead of putting our finger straight down on string 6 at fret 3, we're going to run down the string. We're going to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm playing back, the chords are the same, string 5 fret 2, strings 5 and 6 being played, but instead of just putting my finger on string 6 at fret 3, I'm lifting that finger off, because that's going to drop in behind it at fret 2, and then it's going to jump over and carry on chugging. So that's a little bit more advanced. Sounds good though. Then we move over. New little rundowns on string 5, back to string 6 and 5. There you go. Really sort of nice, sort of simple rock chug along thing. If you want to really go for it and put another chord in, then the chord you could put in is the B fifth. These fifth chords, they're just 2 strings. Some people call them power chords. You play them really heavily. I don't call them power chords, because if you did this, it's not very powerful, is it? Same chord. So I don't call them power. Some people call them fifth chords. Some people call them power chords. I tend to call them fifth chords, because if it's power chords, people think they're just made for powerful playing when they're not. Okay, so let's look at the next chord we can add to let's evolve it a little bit more. This is a big stretch, but it's something you can really push to do. Index finger string 5 fret 2, and either your little finger or finger number 3, string 4 fret 4. That's the B fifth chord, and you're just playing strings 5 and 4. And we'll show you where that's going to come in the riff. So we're going to start on the E, do the rundown, try and make it so you can see my fingers properly. Now we're going to move over. Don't have to put the riff in on the one before you move over if you don't want to. You can leave the riff out there. Run. Now the B fifth. Well, really nice. You're doing the E. The B, this note's already down, so you just stretch up and put a finger on string 4 fret 4. So actually half the chord's already down, that's why I've put it in. So let's just run through that one more time, and I'll carry on going this time. So it's E. I'm going to change. I'm not going to put the run down. I'm going to leave the run out. Run in, run out. Because I'm changing chord. Make it easy for yourself. Finger down at fret 4, string 4, down to the A. So that finger was already there. And all you have to do is stretch. That's a bit of a stretch, I know. I'll show you something about stretchy hands in a minute. Well, that is kind of part of your chord down. And then we have to jump over string to string 4 to play the A fifth. And then back we go to the E fifth. There you go. Rock made easy. Why is it difficult to get your fingers around the fretboard and bend your feet, bend your fingers? I'll show you why. You can try this if you've got a spare hand. Do this. If you hand up like that, and go like that. It's easy, isn't it? You can pick things up. You can put things down. You can open things. You can close things. Well, let's look at it from a guitaring point of view. Do that. Yeah. Now, what I want you to do is, whilst you're spanning your hands as wide as you can, keep spanning. Now try and bend your fingers. If I carry on doing that, I'm going to lose an eyeball. You can't bend them. Look what happens to your hand when you play guitar. It comes around, right? Then it spans and bends. It does everything that your hand's not used to doing. So that's why it's tricky when you first start playing guitar. That's why it's hard. Your hand has to come around, span, and bend. Like I say, when you've got your spanning like that, trying to bend your fingers is really hard. There you go. Right, let's go through the rock riff once more. And then we'll do something for a little bit more based around the beginners. So let's go rock and roll. Here we go. And starting on the E chord. 1, 2, chugga, chugga. Riff. 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 Miss the riff out because we're changing chord. Miss it out again and back we go. Remember to leave your finger where it is. We're going up to B. Jump over to A. And then you can do that as many times as you want. Go and get a pen. Get writing words to it. B chord coming up. There we go. Big stretch and to A. Relax your hand now because you don't have to stretch. There you go. That's your rock piece. And you know, really, really handy to know. If you're just doing a song that does that, then what's wrong with putting that in it? Just builds it, makes it better. All right, let's do something now for the more beginning guitarist. Couple of chords, nice and easy, and it is a sailor went to sea. And I know I did loads of sailor jokes last week, but well, it wasn't last week. It was on Monday, wasn't it? And I've decided I'm not doing any more sailor jokes. It's just not going to happen. So we're going to do a sailor song instead. Okay, and it's just a straightforward song. There's no middle section, no hook line. Oh no, I wasn't going to do any pirate jokes, was I? It's C and G7. So you're going to get a string 2 fret 1, and you're going to strum just strings 1, 2, and 3. That's your C, string 2 fret 1, and those 3 strings. Then you're going to move over to G7, which is string 1 fret 1, and you strum the same strings. And even if you're not doing a song, just to sort of keep that going, you could write something around that. If you can't, yeah, go and get a pen and write a song around those couple of chords, because they sound great. Loads of really good songs only written with a couple of chords. Some of them only 2. Right, so if you've not got a plectrum on this, again, you can do duck face and turn it around so that your fingernail is facing your strings. and it saves you using your thumb. Thumb gets really sore if you over pick with your thumb. You can end up with a blister on your thumb, which is the last thing you need. So it goes like this. There we go. A sailor went to see what he could see. But all that he could see was the bottom of the deep sea. There we go. If you don't want to change chord, the sailor went to see what he could see. Just see all the way through. He could see was the bottom of the deep sea. It's not that important that you change chord. You don't have to if you don't want to. But if you're a beginning guitarist, or I'll show you on ukulele in a minute. I'll do on ukulele. It's really, on the guitar, it's really easy because you're just jumping over from string 2 fret 1 to string 1 fret 1. Let's go through it again. It's just down strums. A sailor went to see. You can accent those notes if you want. To see, change chord. See what he could see. Go back. All that he could see. Was the bottom of the deep sea. Now, the words to this, I'll be quite honest with you, I've looked at them on the internet. They don't make the slightest bit of sense. I can't get my head around the words at all. So you could, I think, be just as well off of making something up. Make your own words. Get your pen, get your paper, and just what do you want that sailor to do? He's already been to see what he could see. So what else could he do? 2 chords. Really, really simple. Don't have to do the 2 chords all the way through. Let's have a very, very, very quick look at ukulele. And for the ukulele, for the C chord, we are going to use string 1, fret 3. And it's the same. So that's your C chord on a ukulele, string 1, fret 3. A sailor went to see what he just play your chord if you want. If you only just started playing ukulele, C, was the bottom of the deep sea. Simple as that. Just strum C all the way through if you want to, and you will get by with it. I promise. All right. So there we go. You go and stand over there with your big brother. All right. So got another big shout out this week as well. This week, my mega shout out is going to Slipper. This slipper has kept my feet warm through every single video we've done, just like Cushion from Monday. My shout out this week is to Slipper. Plus, if you get them both, you can also do a brilliant donkey impression, which I think is amazing, really. It's, things you can do with a pair of carpet slippers. So that's my shout out to Slippers this week. Thanks, guys. You've kept my feet warm for ages. You're brilliant. What would I do without you? You get practicing Sailor Went to Sea and the little rock riffs, and we'll catch you next Monday. Adios, my friends.